What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Nevada Preps Preview, a weekly show where we break down all the top high school football matchups in Southern Nevada. I'm Ben Gotz, joined as always by my good friend Justin Emerson, back after a week off for preparing for some party you and your female roommate threw each other. There was like jewelry involved, I heard. I wasn't really paying attention, but I heard it was great. So how's that?
Oh, it was fantastic. Honestly, though, probably a little tacky for us to have this big party and invite a bunch of people just to celebrate us. I don't know. I'm still working on changing my name to Mr. Emerson now, so it's a big change.
Yeah. Well, fun time's over. We're going to get back to work, and there's a lot to talk about this week with the 4A regular season ending for some teams and the 3A playoffs beginning. Plus, it's Nevada Day this week, so we've got some Thursday games. You picked a good time to come back.
I really did. 3A playoffs start. Mountain Region playoffs will be set after this week. Desert Region in its penultimate week of the regular season. And games on Thursday. I mean, I get to have my first Friday off since, well, last week.
Yeah, we missed you. Let's start by talking playoffs. In 3A, Sunrise Mountain is traveling to Cheyenne at 7 p.m. Thursday. Visiting Miners were only 3-6 this year, but they pulled off a major upset in their second-to-last game of the season by knocking Virgin Valley out of the playoffs. The Desert Shields are a different animal, though. They are 8-2 and coming off a last-second win over Del Sol that I have to imagine will have them playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this matchup, I think, is perhaps the most interesting of the week. I mean, like you mentioned, it's that win in Mesquite by Sunrise Mountain to keep 7-3 Virgin Valley out of the playoffs with the new playoff structure this year. Only 3 from each league get in. So, I mean, Sunrise Mountain can't be counted out. Cheyenne, though, they're kind of fun. Their quarterback, Joshua Rose, 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions this year. He's completing just 41% of his passes, meaning about a third of his passes have gone for touchdown, which, efficiency?
Not bad.
Ravion Brown has been his favorite target, 558 receiving yards and 9 of those touchdowns this year. And winner of this game gets a date in Overton with Moapa Valley.
Yeah, speaking of Rose and Brown, they hooked up with time expiring to give Cheyenne a win over Del Sol this past week. And speaking of those Dragons, they are heading to Boulder City at 7 p.m. Thursday in another 3A playoff game. Del Sol is averaging about 367 yards per game this season, so we know they're pretty good on offense. What I don't know, though, is if they're good enough to go on the road and knock off the Eagles, though this will be the home team's first playoff appearance since 2014.
Del Sol this year, 3 backs, had at least 6 touchdowns. So, I mean, clearly they've got the talent and the system to maybe make some noise in the postseason. They beat Valley 2 weeks ago, and what essentially turned out to be the winner got into the playoffs, and then they hung real tight against Cheyenne last week, needing that last-second touchdown in order to lose the game. So, this is not the 2-8 Del Sol of 2017. But Boulder City has been fantastic, really, since the beginning of the year. Thorsten Ballmer ran for 1,339 yards and 20 touchdowns this year. So if the Dragons can't find a way to stop him, I don't see how they can find a way into that second-round game at Pahrump Valley.
Well, heading up to 4A, here's one game that won't finish out the regular season for both squads. Foothill at Green Valley at 7 p.m. Thursday. Visiting Falcons are coming off their first loss of the season to Liberty, so I'm expecting some fight from them. But the Gators might need this game if they want to get into the playoffs.
Green Valley gets an angry Foothill squad coming off its first loss, and that's bad news for the Gators because, like you said, they may need to win. That Coronado loss earlier this season is looming exceptionally large, especially if Coronado were to beat Chaparral this week. There even exists a scenario where Green Valley is eliminated from postseason contention on Thursday.
It's crazy.
A win, though, does put Green Valley right back in the driver's seat, and getting this game at home is huge. Dare I call it, Ben? A must-win?
I think you dare. Next, let's talk about a Northeast League finale. Canyon Springs at Legacy at 7 p.m. Thursday. The Pioneers are undefeated in league play, and they should be looking to lock up a title here. But I definitely don't think that's a given against this Longhorn squad, which seemed to really have improved throughout the course of the year and could cause some standings chaos with the win.
You say chaos?
I said chaos.
I love chaos.
Embrace the chaos.
If Canyon Springs wins, the Northeast League race is over. But if Legacy wins, it puts both squads into a 3-way tie with Desert Pines, assuming the Jaguars can get through El Dorado this week. And you're right about the Longhorns improving each week. 1-4 in non-league play, but, they blanked Mojave last week. They held Desert Pines to just 15 points 2 weeks ago, so they might be peaking at the right time. Canyon Springs has been the class of the Northeast for a few years now, so in order to be the best, you have to beat the best, and Legacy's going to get that chance on Thursday.
Well, let's close out with a game that has a lot of seeding implications. Durango at Sierra Vista at 7 p.m. Thursday. I mean, the Trailblazers are coming off an impressive loss, if you can say that. I think we can. They put up 34 points against Bishop Gorman, the most by a Nevada team against the Gales since 2011. I think there's a lot on the line for them this week against the 4-4 Mountain Lions because the winner of this matchup is in the driver's seat for second in the Southwest League.
And second place in the Southwest League is very important because that means a home playoff game. And considering the playoff bracket pits the Southwest against a deep Southeast, home field advantage would be nice. Yeah. And yeah, Ben, I think we are going to go ahead and call that a good loss.
Fair enough.
It was one of the better performances against a Bishop Gorman squad from a local team in recent memory. And yeah, like you had said, the most points since 2011. 7 years.
It's crazy.
Perhaps Durango has been overlooked because they play in Gorman's division. I think we're going to learn a lot on Thursday. And, it might not be the last time the winner of this game wins a game this season.
Yeah, I think so. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Nevada Preps Preview. Make sure to head back to nevadapreps.com for all your schedules, previews, and scores of these games. And join us live on Facebook Thursday as we break down all the action. For Nevada Preps, he's newly married Justin Emerson. I'm single Ben Gotz, and we'll see you on Thursday.